If you are starting a new job, probation can be so scary. I received this DM yesterday and Miss Girl is going through it, okay? Getting the offer for the job is one thing, but can you stay in this new environment? The anxiety is so valid, especially when you're trying to get used to a new environment and you're trying so hard to see if you are a good fit for the job and the work culture. You're worried you're not performing good enough, that you may get fired before your probation ends. There's a lot of self-doubt in your work performance and whether or not your colleagues like you or hate you. This is my advice. First of all, don't trust anyone. Not in like a everyone's out to get you kind of way, but more like be careful of what you say, especially if someone is checking in and asking you, oh, how's it been going? Give like some PC answer, you know? The probation period is for them to observe you, but it's also for you to observe them. One thing that I've learned is to quietly observe and notice the way that they talk about other full-timers or people who have left the company, because that is probably the way they are talking about you as well to other full-timers. If they are spilling tea to you within the first month, chances are they are also talking about you the same way. May not be a bad thing because they are also trying to assess you, and you have to learn to be okay with them bitching about you. For me, in my previous company, I knew that people were talking about me. And I was okay with that. You have to learn to switch your mindset to being unbothered and just knowing that this is just part and parcel of corporate life. Or just life in general. I'm not saying normalize gossiping, but I think that it is essential for like lunch talk. If you are someone who just like cannot, like you feel so suffocated, you cannot deal with people talking about you, or you just think that when people are eating lunch without you, they are definitely talking about you, then you know that this is not a company for you. Go and find a company where everyone is like really close to each other, they just genuinely want to help you. I had a colleague, she quit before her probation ended because her teammates just didn't like her. Nobody wants to be hated on by people that you have to face every single day. Okay, if you're waiting for the part where I encourage you, this is it. It's okay to be anxious and stressed. In fact, you should be anxious and stressed. Don't be so hard on yourself, because that just shows that you give a shit about your job and you want to do well and leave a good impression. Remember that they hired you for a reason. You are definitely qualified, but it's important to detach from the outcome. The choice is not entirely up to the company, okay? Remember that you also have the power to leave before your probation is up. The most important thing I would say is to be honest with yourself. Your boss should be checking in regularly with you, especially if you're new to the company. If they're not, then like you can initiate also like a short chat to say like, how am I doing? Is this up to your standard? You need more from me. Open communication is definitely very important. I think that if you don't have a supervisor that you can openly discuss and say things, it will be difficult to ask for like a higher pay or like a lesser workload, you know, in the future. So these are just some things to think about. So yeah, I hope that helped.